All right, how are y'all doing tonight? Well, it's me and Stacy.
Hi.
She's my special guest for tonight.
The best special guest.
What? But just wanted to talk about a couple things. I seen where AOC is paying people to go after the Supreme Court Justice Kavanaugh. So if he goes to like a steak restaurant or somewhere like that, she's paying people to go and by haggling or whatever. That's bull. She ought to be going to jail for that. And that's the thing about it is today there's a lot of stuff that these elite people and these people up in these high places are getting away with a lot of stuff. The normal people like me and you, if we did it, we'd be under the jail. Also, too, did y'all see where the Biden was giving his little gun control speech thing or whatever, and the father from Parkland or whatever stood up and interrupted him? He was wanting Joe Biden to do more, said he could do more with the gun laws. People are stupid, man. The gun laws, really? You want him to go after the gun laws? They didn't do enough. These people are, man, there's some stupid people out there. What do you think about that?
Very stupid. Stupidity all around.
You get these people out here, these Democrats. Now they're saying, well, Joe Biden, that's one of the top reasons why they want Joe Biden out of there, or Joe Biden needs to go away and they need to get somebody else on the Democrat side because he's old. No, he's senile. And he's evil, and he works for China. It ain't because he's old. Just because somebody's old don't mean they can't do their job. He's corrupt, and it keeps more and more coming out about that laptop of old Hunter Biden and sound bites and everything about Joe Biden. Saying stuff, and they got it. Everything's on tape, y'all. Everything's showing that Joe Biden and his family are people that are bought out. But some of these Democrat people, they keep on. Y'all, any Democrat out there, if y'all keep on pushing it, y'all like what's going on right now? Y'all like that our damn gas prices are high? You like that our grocery bill and everything we buy is high and you can't afford nothing? And you want these people to still continue to keep doing their thing? That's foolish, man. I tell you what. People, oh man, I want my damn country back. And I'm going to title this video, I want my country back. I want the old ways back. I want it back to where you said the Pledge of Allegiance in the school. You prayed to God. You did good for people. You treated people like you'd want to be treated. I want to go back to the old ways. These new ways of what these people are pushing is so evil. And they don't care about nothing. They're selfish, and the Democrats, man, the Democrat Party, y'all are done. Y'all are done. Put a fork in, y'all are done. But I tell you what, as people out there voting, if you go up to the ballot box and you go to vote, you need to make sure who you're voting for. Because we can't afford to keep going through this crap. So just because it's got an R beside their name, don't just just shade it in that you picked for this one or push the button for this one. Make sure you research these people that you're voting for. Don't just vote for somebody because they got an R beside their name. There's a lot of them Democrats out there that's going to try to run as Republicans, or you got Republicans that are flip-floppers or rhinos, as I call them, rhinos. People like your Mitt Romney and stuff like that. So we really got to pay attention to stuff, and man, just every angle. They are coming at every angle they can. But when that, like I was saying, when that father stood up and interrupted Joe Biden today, yeah, your son got killed by a gun, and that's a bad thing. That's the worst thing in the world for a child to get shot or a kid to get shot like that. Yes, but I tell you what, it's worse to take away people's rights to own guns and to have guns because of a death of your son. That's foolish. There's things, yeah. If he's wanting to do things to make it safer in the schools, there's things that we can do, and procedures and things that can be done to make the schools safer. You know, have volunteer ex-firefighter or ex-military, an ex-policeman, person like David Jones. They can volunteer their time and be up at the school and watch the school. You know. And if somebody comes in there wanting to do some foolishness, then they'll have somebody there. There's other things that we can do to protect the children in these schools than to just throw our gun rights, our Second Amendment, out the dang window. You know, and people always want to take away the guns. They think that's the problem, is the gun. The gun ain't the problem. It's the dang people behind that gun. The criminals will always have a gun. I know y'all hear this from me all the time. It's one of my big issues that I'm always pushing, you know, is the gun laws and stuff, and with them trying to take away our gun rights. It's unbelievable. There's things that we can do. If more people carry their guns, people won't act stupid. You know, more people carry some guns, people won't act stupid. Right?
Right. That's very true.
You know, and the thing about it is, people these days are sensitive. They're sensitive about issues. They put their feelings and emotions out there than think about a logical way of handling a problem. So their quick fix problem thing is to make all these fast gun laws, boom, 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 put them right in, and then they're just chipping away at the Second Amendment. Do y'all know what happens? And I'm pretty sure you do, because a lot of people out there feel the same way I do. You know what happens when we lose our guns? We are SOL. And the government will do what they want to do, and there's nothing we can do about it. And all these people out there that want to sit here and bellyache about prices and this and that, well, half y'all dumbasses out there voted for Joe Biden. And the people out there that hates this country and runs their mouth, oh, this country right here it's racist, and this country right here a person can't do good. Get your ass out of our country. Leave. If you don't love this country and you don't stand up for this country and what's right, you need to leave our country. You run that mouth, you need to leave. And I'm pissed about it. It makes me sick to see people out here. You know, 4th of July happened. You seen all kind of people out there celebrating 4th of July. How many of them people out there were Democrats that hates this country and runs that mouth and say, oh, well, we voted for Joe Biden because we thought he was the best choice. If you're a Democrat and the way y'all are voting and the way you are about our country, you hate our country. You don't love our country. You're trying to abolish all kind of rules. You're trying to abolish all kind of rights that we have. We got a border wide open, and y'all want to get and people want to get rid of our weapons. We got a border wide open with whoever can come in here, and y'all want to get rid of our weapons. What an idiot! You know, and people say, "Well, we don't need a wall." Well, you don't need a door either. Take your damn door off the hinges of your house, and just let people come in your house. Take the door off. You don't need doors either. Take the doors off. Take the hinges off the doors. Take the locks off. Leave your door to your house wide open. You know why you won't do that? The same reason why we should have a wall up right now. And right now, the American people, we're paying for that stuff to just sit there. We're paying for that wall that Donald Trump was going to have built and got a lot of it done, but there's still some left. We're paying for that to sit there. So why not just put it up? What about the 50-something people that died in the back of a damn semi-truck? Of heat. That's on Joe Biden, y'all. That's on Joe Biden and these dumb Democrats. But if people don't start voting right, I don't know what we're going to do. People don't start voting right and they vote another Democrat back in here in 2024, or they forget about things, and And there's some people walking around like they don't know what's going on. Like everything's normal. Well, it ain't normal when you got to open that dang wallet up and pay $125 to fill your damn truck up. You know how much it costs me just to mow my yard? And I live here in Florida. The sun's always out and it's always raining. I have to mow the yard almost once a week, y'all. You know how much money that fuel costs to mow this yard? And look at everything we're buying. Look what it's costing us. Look at the prices of everything.
Dinner expensive.
Yeah.
Go to the grocery store, you get something for one night. It's like $30, $35, $40.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, the thing about it is you've got these idiot ass people out here. Joe Biden has gotten more left when he got in office than anything. And look at Joe Biden's speeches, y'all. Look how he's talked in the past. He ain't nothing but a liar. His son, they just released today, his son, the videotape came out. I've already seen it. His son was weighing crack cocaine. Crack. On a scale. But if you look back at Joe Biden years ago, he was saying, look at this quarter. If you get caught with a crack the size of this quarter, you're automatically getting 5 years, no matter what the judge says. Man, I tell you what, I'm pissed. I love this country, and I love our freedoms, and I love the way things were. But buddy, they are just slap destroying this country. They are slap destroying it, and people are going nuts. Did y'all see it? Did y'all see that news thing where the guy was? It was over in California. They blocked the traffic off. These protesters, right? Blocked the traffic off. One guy, he was an ex-parole. He was a parolee guy. And he was telling the lady, he says, please move out of the way, please, and let me go, because I got to go to the job or I'm going back to jail. And they still wouldn't go. So the guy goes to move him, right? Move him out of the way so he can go, because he's trying to go to work. You know, he just, you know, he's on parole. He has to go to work. He goes to move him. Guess what they do to him? They lock him up. Why don't they lock them assholes up? The ones that's laying down on the ground in front of cars, blocking all this traffic. Why don't they arrest him? And I tell you what really makes me angry. What makes me angry is regular people have to follow the law. But yet if you're somebody high up, or if you're on the Democrat side or the left side making some dumb protest about something, you get away with everything. It's just like Billy Jack said. But except he said a little bit different. I'm going to kind of modify it. Billy Jack said, when the lawman breaks the law, there is no law. It's just a fight for survival. But I'm going to say it this way. When there is no law, it's just a fight for survival. All these laws and stuff that's being broke and nobody's getting in trouble for, and it's just kind of being swept under the rug, what is that doing to our country? It's eating our country away. And you know what's funny about Fox? I know some of y'all watch Fox. I watch a little bit of it. But I also take it with a grain of sand, even Fox. Because they won't talk about certain things. If they're going to talk about something, they'll kind of sugarcoat it a little bit. They kind of look like they kind of go with Trump a little bit. But they're BS, y'all. Trump, you got to watch Fox. Fox News gets on there today telling, oh, well, you know, these other media outlets, they're putting out wrong information, disinformation. You are too. Does Fox don't think they're part of the media? They think they're something else? Fox is media too.
All
so
media's crooked.
Yeah, they're all crooked. They won't talk about y'all know it. Fox News, they won't talk about certain stuff. Certain stuff they will, but certain stuff they won't. And ain't that kind of funny? Ain't that kind of funny? That January 6th crap's on TV. I don't even watch that, y'all. Y'all shouldn't watch it either. Nobody out there should watch that January 6th kangaroo court BS show. That's like watching The View. Don't watch it. Don't even think about watching it.
They go by us watching it too, don't they? They count how many people physically watch the news. So the less you watch it, the less views they get. Well,
you know, they're trying to get Bannon to testify. You know, he's already they said they got him for contempt. So now that he said he's going to testify in front of them. It ain't a court, y'all. Who the hell is he going to testify against? It ain't even a court. You going to go up there and testify to, it ain't even a court? It's not even a court of law. It's just idiots up there trying to make people look bad. If you get anybody to, you know what? This is what I got to say to them idiots. If you want somebody to testify, why don't you get Nancy Pelosi's dumbass up there with her ice cream and let her testify how she didn't want the National Guard to be around the Capitol building? Or get the head of FBI and have him testify, why did he have guys dressed up like people going into the damn Capitol building? Because that was happening. They had their guys in there too. They were dressed up just like the protesters was, right? They were right in there along with them. They marked all their names off the papers where you can't tell who it was, the names of them. But it was like 13 of them or something. There's a lot of underhanded stuff going on with this country. And I don't like it. And you know what? When people starts getting nervous and people starts losing hope and losing accountability in the law enforcement, that's bad, y'all. That ain't good. That ain't good. Oh, and guess what? The school shooting. Remember the school shooting that happened in Texas?
Yep.
It came out now that a couple of the guys, or one guy had a shot. He had a shot, y'all. Guess what he had to do? He had a shot to shoot the guy. He had to call to see if he could shoot the guy. How damn stupid is that? Wow. He had to call and say, "Hey, I got a shot on this guy right here. You want me to shoot him?" What the? That is stupid. If a guy's in a school shooting children, and you're a law enforcement, and you got a shot on him to take his ass out, you don't call nobody, you bust him. The way I look at it is, if I was a policeman or you know, a SWAT team member or whatever, I ain't calling nobody. If he's got a gun and he's committing a felony and he's shooting kids, I'm going to shoot his ass and I don't care what happens to me. Huh? Why is somebody calling? He called to verify, hey, can I got a good shot on him. Can I shoot him? Why would he do that? If this guy's in there shooting children, why don't you just shoot his ass? You ain't got to call and say, hey, I got a shot on him. That's stupid, y'all. Y'all know that's stupid. See, and this pisses me off. I hate to make a video where I'm ranting, but I tell you what, and I hate to cuss. Y'all know that. I only cuss every once in a while. And I'm sorry for cussing. But some of this really pisses me off. Why are we letting people that is the minority control our country? Why? Why are y'all letting this happen? Most of the American people have common sense. Most of the American people care about this country and love this country. Most of the American people work every day and do what's right. You know what? Guess what, y'all? We still got money going to people to sit on their ass. Mm-hmm. Joe Biden is still sending checks to people's houses. Did y'all know that? That's ridiculous. It's still going.
That's ridiculous. Now you know why people don't want to work.
Of course people ain't got to work. That's why people ain't working, y'all. They're still getting money. It's still coming in. I can verify that. I just seen that. I've verified.
Pisses me off.
You know? I mean, people got to... It ain't just about the money. It ain't just about the money. It's about what's right and what's good for this country. And our kids has got to live in this country. When we're dead and gone, when we're all dead and gone, our kids have got to... They've got to keep going on. Mm-hmm. What the hell are we going to leave them with? What are we going to live with?
Sitting on their butt and collecting free checks.
What kind of country are they going to be left with? And all this division that the Democrat Party has did in the last couple of years with race and all this transgender BS, and men with tampons, and men can have babies, and gays can protest Roe versus Wade. Why the hell would a gay person care about Roe versus Wade? They can't reproduce. They can't have children. They can't have children. Okay? They can't. But they like to jump on the wagon because they just want to start a bunch of BS. And us Republicans need to stand the hell up and quit letting these people run this stuff. We need to stand up. Maybe we ought to get tyrannical. Maybe, what they do, we ought to do. There's a lot more of us than them. We got to do something instead of sitting on our damn hands like this. Hey, sit on your hands like this and pray about it. Hey, or do this. Y'all know what this is? Come on. We can fix this. But I'll tell you what, if these dumbass Democrats and some of these dumb Republicans are voting bull, we're done with. We are done with. Do y'all love the country? Do y'all love the way the country is? How you were raised? Not even talking about now, because it's squirrely now. Just everything's crazy as hell. I'm talking about when you were younger. Do you like the way it was? Do you like when you could go outside and ride your bicycle, eat ice cream, and watch TV? Man, I turned on the radio today coming home, and guess what I hear on the radio? And any kid can play this. This ain't censored. I hit the radio, and I'm just hitting stations to listen to different music. I like different music, okay? I hit the station. Cardi B is a rapper, right? She used to be a stripper. She's blatant saying the P word. And y'all know the P word. She's saying it on the radio. It's blasting. P this, P that. Oh, my P. And I ain't talking about P as in you pee. I'm talking about P as a woman's parts down below.
Hoo-ha.
Hoo-ha. But just playing that. And you're wondering why our young kids and the young teenagers is crazy as a shithouse rat, because you're letting them listen to garbage. When you feed garbage, you're going to put out garbage. When I was a kid, if you seen the movie Dirty Dancing, that was taboo. Mm-hmm. My parents wouldn't even let me watch Dirty Dancing with Patrick Swayze and Jennifer Grey. Hey, you watch TV now, they got girls on there, it's like porno. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It's like porno.
You go get clothes for kids today. You see all the juniors' clothes, it looks like stripper clothes.
And you know what? You got a young daughter. I got a young daughter, y'all. I don't know about y'all, but I got a young daughter. My daughter's only 11 years old. I am not going to dress my daughter up with her butt showing and her midriff showing and showing parts off. I'm sorry. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to keep her a little girl as long as I can. And I'm going to shelter her from the mess that everybody's pushing. And how can you be a Christian? How can you be a Christian and vote Democrat? How can you?
That's true.
And y'all let them into church. Y'all let them into church to just push anything they want to push. Preacher can't say nothing about it. Because you know what? If he says something about it, ooh, tax-free money, he can't say nothing about the stolen election. He can't say nothing about this because, you know, it might take away that little bit of money he gets. You're rotting our children. You're rotting in their brains with a bunch of BS. You're pushing stuff that's just plain stupid. Men can't have babies. You know, transgender stuff. You got that swimmer, right? With the Wang. Thinks he's a girl. As long as he's competing against girls, swimming, and thinks he's a girl, and they let him do this, you will never have another girl champion. He will smoke all them girls because he's a damn man.
That's not right.
How can this be fair? Let's say you have a daughter and she practices real hard and she does swimming. Mm-hmm. Okay? And now she's got to go up against this monster that's 6'2" and looks like damn Michael Phelps.
Of course he's going to win every time. That shouldn't happen.
You'll never have the women ought to be, you know what, women? Y'all ought to be pissed. The girls and the women and teenagers, y'all ought to be showing out. Y'all ought to be showing out. Because this affects y'all. Wait till you get a grown man my size, 6'4", 325. I'm dressed like a woman and I go in a woman's bathroom. You're in there peeing at a Taco Bell. And I just roll up in there. What you gonna do?
I'll beat you up is what I'll do.
Ain't that something?
Mm-hmm. That's
and people want to allow this. There's wives, there's like housewives out there that like want that. They're like, well, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yes, it is. Imagine your daughter in the bathroom and a guy dressed up as a woman come. I don't think so. No.
Man,
Go
I'm telling you.
Or pee in the bush outside.
You can tell who loves this country and who the hell don't love this country just by their actions. And who loves God? Who loves God? If you love God enough, you'll follow what He says. And nobody's perfect. I'm not saying I'm perfect. She's not saying she's perfect. I sin. But I ask for forgiveness. I'm not perfect, y'all. I ain't never say I was. And I ain't no holy roller. I can read every scripture out of the Bible. But I do know there's a higher power, and that's Jesus Christ. And He died on that cross for our sins. But this has to be trickled down and taught to our children. Instead of them pulling God out of everything and feeding, what they're pulling out, they're replacing with trash and garbage and evil. And wonder why our society looks like a damn like a circus.
That's exactly.
It's a circus. Like. Our country and where we live is a circus. And I guess nobody cares. Everybody's doing live. Well, I got to go to the grocery store tomorrow and buy 2 things. That's going to cost me $300.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? The Democrat people out there, the left people, the people that don't like to get their fingernails dirty, and the people that like to type on the computer, and gamers, and people that don't like to do nothing. Buddy, your Rocky Road ice cream might not show up on the shelf. Or you might not have enough money in your bank account to buy that Starbucks coffee you like. Mm-hmm. Y'all are the ones that's going to hurt. Country boys like me, we can survive. I got fishing poles right here, y'all. I got guns right there, y'all. Mm-hmm. I got traps outside. I can catch raccoons like this. I can eat. I can survive. I know how to raise a garden. I know how to slop hogs. I know how to mow. I can get around. Believe that. I can get around in the woods. But for these sissy boys out here that don't know nothing about nothing, what happens when they ain't got money to buy their goods?
They're going to starve to death, eat people, I guess. I don't know. Eat grass.
And our farmers out there, y'all, they're hurting. Our farmers are hurting. Bear Aspirin, the people that own Bear, is buying up farmland left and right.
That's all you see is farmland for sale. Because the farmers are being hurt right now.
Yeah,
all this.
It's hurting the farmers.
They're selling their property.
You know what? If we don't have farmers, we don't eat.
Yep.
What damn good is it if you got a room full of money and you got no farmers? And you don't know how to grow food. I know how to grow food, but I got to work to make a living. Yeah. The farmers mean everything to this country. Because without them, people are going to go hungry. And I'll tell you what, it's trickling down from the fuel they use to the stuff they have to use to the equipment they have to buy. Everything that the farmer's having to use to grow them crops is costing him more money. And it's hurting him. But, regular American people, they think, well, the cow comes from the grocery store. That's where he comes from. The magic grocery store where damn meat just shows up wrapped. Just like the guy, did y'all watch that funny video on Facebook about the guy about the chicken in South Georgia? If you haven't watched that video, that's hilarious. He said, chickens are dying. Church's Chicken, Popeyes, and KFC. That was funny. If y'all haven't seen that Southern Georgia guy talking about the chicken that attacked him and his father, that interview they did with him, oh man, it had me crying because that dude did it awesome. That's comedy right there. But man, you know what? I'm passionate about this because I love this country and I love the American way, and I don't want it to go away. and I don't want it to go away from my daughter. I'll fight for it. If we had to go out right now and fight for it, I'd go in there and let's fight for it. Whatever it takes. But we got to stand up against this stuff, man. I mean, this really matters. People ain't taking this serious. They're not. They're living in la la land like everything will be the same. You know, next year everything will be the same. No big deal. Come on. I don't care if you got $1 billion in the bank. Eventually, it's going to run out when you pay high on everything. I mean, man. Everything we buy is going up.
Everything.
It's just unbelievable. Unbelievable how people are so complacent and forget. They tear down statues. They tear down statues of Confederate soldiers, of Union soldiers. People were so stupid that they sprayed, back when all them riots were happening last year, they spray painted the 54 memorial. The 54 was a black regiment for the Union Army. Why would you spray paint that memorial? That's stupid.
Problem is they don't know history.
And then you're going to talk crap about Lincoln. Lincoln freed the damn slaves. Wow. These people, man, y'all, I'm telling you, they're trying to destroy our history. And you know what? When they destroy it, only people that know it is the people that know it.
Exactly.
Once it goes away, guess what? History can repeat itself if we ain't got something to look back at. Just like, you know, with Hitler and stuff.
Yeah.
And guess what? I seen today on the news, it was showing Democrats that were admitting that they screwed up when they voted for Joe Biden. I watched that today. There was a bunch of them. It's like, if I'd have known then what I know now about Joe Biden, I wouldn't have voted for him. Well, thanks, buddy. Freaking thanks. Thanks. Was you paying attention to what Joe Biden was saying?
Apparently not.
They sit here and make Trump look like the worst person in the world with their fake collusion stuff with Russia. They try to point all this stuff out bad about Trump. They were after Trump the whole time and giving him crap the whole time he was the president. Best damn president we ever had.
Yep.
And treat him like crap.
Yep.
Huh?
Yep. Because they don't do their research. They don't pay attention.
Stupid.
Stupidity.
You know, I seen the other day over in New York City people were recording, and this black guy, these two black guys, they asked them who they wanted to be the president. They said Donald Trump. They were like, why is that? Well, because we wasn't paying high price for everything, and we see that the stuff ain't right. Joe Biden is going to be 80 years old in November. You know how old Reagan was whenever he got out of office? Let me know if you know how old Reagan was when he got out of office. Joe Biden is going to be 80. Can't ride a bicycle. Can't hold his bowels.
He's also the oldest
can't do a speech.
Biden's the oldest on record.
Yeah, he's the oldest president we ever had. Senile as hell. Somebody's definitely showing him stuff. You've seen his little notes and stuff. And people are still brain dead enough to vote for him and want him around. You know, you got these people. Oh, well, I go to church every day. I do what's right. Come on. I do what's right.
Yeah.
And they vote for Joe Biden.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And the preachers out there, them sorry ass preachers that are out there, and there's good preachers out there. I know a really good preacher, Pastor Steve Warren. There's preachers out there, though, that ain't telling the congregation the truth. They're not telling them what they need to tell them. They're holding back because they like that free money and ain't got no damn balls. They'll let gay people come to church and push all that gayness in the church. Look what the gays have destroyed. Why would you go after the rainbow? Why would you make that your anthem flag? Okay? That's a promise that God made to us. Okay? Second thing is, Disney, family place for children. Why would you go have your gay parade over in damn Disney? And Disney goes along with it. Amazon goes along with it. Just think, when you order from Amazon and that package shows up at your door, you just give them your money. And they love the gays, lesbians, the LGBTQ plus ING, whatever the hell it is. They love that. So when you buy something from Amazon, you're supporting their movement. That's stupid. That's stupid, and we need to stop that. But you know what? Amazon, so, I can go on there and order something that'll be here tomorrow. Or it might even be here in a couple hours.
Yep.
I'm telling you, y'all, we got to tighten the hell up. We got to tighten up. Y'all want to lose this country? I don't. Well, I'm done ranting. You got anything to say, Stacey?
No, I'm good for now.
Stacey's having to put up with me being pissed off.
I know. You see how red his face is? He's getting angry.
I'm red. Well, I'm red too because I went in the sun the other day. But we love everybody out there. We'll make more videos as we go. And we'll about do different things.
Yeah.
I just had Stacey with me today to do a little shout outs and stuff. And, maybe we'll make up something and I'll ask her some questions on the video. Maybe ask her some questions. If there's any questions y'all want to ask Stacey, put them in the comments. Hey, really, if there's any questions you want to ask her that you don't, because y'all don't really talk to Stacey much, but if there's any questions y'all want to ask, hey, keep them clean.
Yes, thank you.
Hey, ask her some questions. She knows a lot about hair, y'all. She really does. Like cutting hair, she knows a lot about it.
Yes.
And beauty stuff, and she loves to shop.
Oh, yeah.
But, so if you got any questions for Stacey or you got any questions for me, hit us up on the comments. Like us, support us. Share it out to your friends. Let your friends hear this. Hey, if you lose a friend, who cares? That wasn't a good friend anyway, son. We're Pokies over here. We Trump supporters. And I don't care what they say. You know that. All right, y'all. Love you. Until next time, take care of yourself.
Bye.
See ya.